today what we wanted to do was shake up their norm. They didn't expect for us to be here. We haven't come here to be violent or start any trouble. What we've come here to do is restate the demands that were stated on Sunday's protest. He did listen to us. He also made the promise that he would respond to us within a week. And so we appreciate that, and things like this is how you make change and how we move forward. If we don't have a conversation, nothing happens. And I think he's understanding the city's unrest and unsettlement about the murder of Osaze Asagi, even though they continually say that it's justified. We don't have any proof. They didn't have body cameras. They didn't have an additional witness. We only can take the word of the police officers, and as we know, they're like a brotherhood. So they're going to take up for each other. So we just really want details. We want things to be explained, and we want justice, and we want to make sure that Black students in Pennsylvania aren't being profiled. Students aren't being kicked out of middle schools. It's very Happy Valley tends to act like everything in the valley is happy, and that's really not true. I've dealt with racism no matter if it's with my son in his schools or just going to the laundromat the other day. You know, and these things happen, and we try to move on, and we don't protest about that, right? But when we feel that it is a serious injustice, we protest. And since George Floyd, everybody in America is not going to sleep until there is justice around the country for all.
Ain't no power like the power of the people when the power of the people outside.
We want things to happen. We want progress to happen. And progress happens through protest, but it also happens through policy. And so that was our goal. We wanted it to be done, and shockingly, I'm very pleasantly surprised that we were able to get the mayor's attention, and the mayor called us. And I think one of the big reasons why the mayor called us is because we spoke to the manager of the building, and he had a dialogue. And so just having these little conversations, I'm sure that he's the one that made that phone call, because shortly after that, we got a call from the mayor. And so dialogue is very important, and a lot of us are angry, but we have the right to be angry, but we have to talk about it.